Well, hello and welcome to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the weekend edition. I call it the Tao Trifecta. What I do is I take a look at the energies for the week ahead for health, wealth, and happiness. Okay, pretty important categories: health, wealth, and happiness. And we take a look at the energies for the week ahead. Sometimes they go even well beyond the next week. We got that, full moon, new moon, something coming up in a day or so, huh? So it's going to be, I think, an impactful week, may already be, but let's take a look at the energies for this coming week for health, wealth, and happiness. Bottom row, these are the oracle cards. These kind of set the stage. In the back are the cards that kind of fine-tune things a little bit, and we'll get to those in a minute. So, up front, in terms of the health category, serendipity, health. So you're going to get some sort of a breakthrough, some sort of a help, some sort of an aid in terms of your health regime. Now, we usually talk about physical health, and Lord knows, with what's going on in the world, what's going on with our food, what's going on with our environment, our physical health is obviously very, very important, but it may have to do with your mental health, maybe even spiritual health, don't know, but something to do with your health, and you know specifically right now what that is. Going to get a little bit of a break, a little encouragement, a little positivity, and I think that's pretty nifty. And then in the back we have the vice versa card in reverse. It is the proverbial Knight of Wands. Wands, of course, are enthusiasm, excitement, positivity. I mean, it's really like being plugged into life, getting that phone of yours put into the USB port. Battery just about drained, you plug in the USB port, and bam, comes to life. That's sort of what you're looking for in regards to your health. Something about your health that you've been battling with, and maybe not knowing where to go, how to do it, whatever the case may be, kind of just stuck. The serendipity card says it's going to open up. And part of the reason it's going to go up or open up is because of the Knight of Wands energy. Knights always bring us gifts, and the Knight of Wands brings us confidence. Okay? Courage, passion. You're about to embark on some sort of a change in regards to your health. Something that you've been debating, somebody that maybe you've been kind of skating around the edges and really not diving into the deep end of the pool about, but you're ready to do that. The Knight of Wands says you're ready. You're ready to step in. You're ready to grab hold of something regards your wealth. It might not appear to be something really significant, really big, like you're going all, vegetarian or vegan or carnivore or whatever the case. It may not be that big or appear that big, but it really will be that profound and really will make a difference. So it's serendipity for something to do with your health. Let's go to your wealth. The next card, milk and honey. Well, geez, I think it was the Bible. I think they referred to the promised land as a land of milk and honey. Reason being that thousands of years ago, before we screwed up our food system so you can't even recognize it anymore, milk was raw, it was natural, it was unpasteurized, it was super healthy. Honey, well, we even know today, different forms of honey, real honey, not the crap that you buy in the store more often or not, but real good quality honey is phenomenal. Yes, I know it's full of sugar, and the people who are on the keto diets and stuff, you can't have honey, you can't have honey. I don't think the food problem or the health problem, because they're connected, has anything to do necessarily with carbohydrates or honey or sweets or sugar, although that's impactful, especially the cheaper the sugar. But if you get a real good honey, that is a high quality sugar, been around for eons, since the beginning of mankind. Great medicinal and powerful benefits. It's what we've done to our food that is the crime. So milk and honey, the idea, wow, there's something abundant ahead. Remember, we're dealing with wealth now. Now, wealth isn't just money. It's your self-worth. It's the things that you value. You are coming into a period where you're going to have to pay attention to something and maybe even make a decision. The reason I say that is because we have the vice versa card, and it is in reverse. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is confusion. Maybe daydreaming. Maybe wishful thinking or fantasy. This may go back to the health thing again, where, you've been kind of putzing around with some sort of a health issue and just kind of not getting to it. And now you're open up to the possibility. The Seven of Cups can talk about you're deluding yourself. You're escaping. You're indulgent. You're procrastinating. If you're going to get to the land of milk and honey in terms of your wealth, and again, don't just think money. Think of things that are important to you. Things that are valuable to you. How about like yourself, your self-worth? If you think that's important, then the Seven of Cups says you got to focus. You got to focus. Because if you don't, you're not going to do anything to increase your sense of wealth. And again, it may be money, and that's great. But what about your health? What about your happiness? What about love in your life? What about, right? Those are very important things. So I want you to broaden the definition of what wealth is to things that are valuable to you, not necessarily anybody else, to you. Because you can get to this comfortable place, milk and honey, land of milk and honey, where you sustain. You put yourself in a better position. The more you understand your self-worth, the more you have your own list of things that are valuable to you, not what society tells you, not what those people at Davos are telling you, but what your gut tells you, the better off you're going to be. You can get to your land of milk and honey, but you're going to have to focus. Finally, we got on the far right, yang energy. Yang energy, very important. Yang energy, when we think about it, is movement. Yin is not. Both are active, but in different ways. Yang energy is actually getting out, getting it done. That's really what it's all about. Not sitting on the sidelines, getting out, getting it done. And to emphasize that, we have the vice versa card in back, going forward, by the way, the world card. Completion, integration, wholeness, accomplishment. As I'm looking at these cards, we tend to kind of divide them up: health, wealth, happiness. But I'm kind of looking at a theme here. Okay? When it comes to your health, in the broadest version of that word, you're due for some luck, some serendipity. You're due to plug into something that's going to make you feel alive. But to get to this place, this comfortable place, this land of milk and honey, you have to avoid the distractions. A lot of things you're attracted to. They want you to be attracted to them because of what it does is confuse you. When it confuses you, it makes them stronger. So they keep throwing things at you all the time. It could be a war, could be a famine, could be a disease, it doesn't make any difference. Bad economy, anything just to distract you. Because they know that if you focus, if you use that Seven of Cups energy and just focus, you can get to a very comfortable place, land of milk and honey. And finally, you are going to have to actively get out there and go for your happiness. And the time is right. Like I said, we have the world card, which means you're moving. There is movement. You're heading towards completion, wholeness, accomplishment. You can, looking at all of these cards, you can put a new life plan together for you. You're going to have to figure out, let's say you're starting off on a trip, on a journey. Well, you got to figure most often what the hell your destination is. And you may say, well, I'm not going to have a destination. I'm just going to go where I'm going to go. You've done that up to this point. Where has it gotten you? I don't care if you have money, cars. I don't care if you got the material comforts. Where has it gotten you as a person? This can be a week where you put all the parts and pieces together. You have some good luck, good fortune to be able to plug into your life. You can move to this life this land of milk and honey by getting the distractions out. You're going to be moving ahead anyway. You got the energy to move ahead to accomplish, so do it. And that's what that last card, the Yang card, tells me. This is a week for action. This is a week where you have to move yourself, remove the distractions, and move forward for your health, your wealth, and your happiness. You can just sit back and let it happen. There will be an element of luck, but the luck will be completely connected to your yang energy, will be completely connected to what you do. Now, that doesn't mean physical activity. It could, but it means being active in your life. You can make it much better, much more pleasant. Your life can feel a lot more like home, but you have to move ahead. Okay? Depend on the good fortune. Be ready to be plugged in. Get rid of the distractions. Reinvent your value system and then go like hell. I think you can do it. This could be a very big week. So that is the TAO Trifecta for this week. We'll have it again for you next week as well. I'd like to do that once a week just to kind of change the pace a little bit. Tomorrow, we're back to the TAO Manifesting Tarot. I hope you're here with me. I do a brand new read, as you know, every day, 365. And it only really becomes fun when you're here. Only then. So I hope you're here. But if not, between now and the next time, peace and blessings.